Hi, today I'll be talking about the rise of villain protagonists or antiheroes, more specifically in TV shows and movies because that's what I've been focused on. I'll probably do movies some other time, but yeah. Before I continue though, I I've come to a realization that my videos are kind of just me reading a script and talking about what I want and not really that many edits. So the more subscribers and viewers I get, the more likely I will edit videos and make it more formalized and more neat and nice, that kind of stuff. So subscribe and yeah. So back in the day, TV shows had heroes that were straight edge, just the normal good guy type of guy, right? Versus the evil, diabolical type of guy. Some may say it's boring, but I would argue that simple is still great. Uh, the only problem that came with that kind of storytelling were when good guys were overpowered compared to bad guys, because then it just get boring, right? Not, like the Superman syndrome, if that's what it's called, where the good guys much more stronger than the bad guy, and it's just what am I watching then? Nothing. There's no conflict, no real conflict, right? So yeah, that's the only problem with it. But yeah, other than that, it was still great seeing the bad guy struggle with the good guy. I mean, the good guy struggle with the bad guy because the bad guy had to kind of edge on them. But nowadays, the protagonists, the main characters, have flaws or are just straight up menaces to society. Right. Some examples from very good TV shows, by the way, or Better Call Saul, Barry, Succession, and Last of Us, right? All of them had main protagonists that were they had some good in them, some morals, but overall they were kind of bad people. If you really thought about it, like Joel, he was a murderer. Succession, the whole family is toxic. Barry, an assassin again. Better Call Saul, a corrupt lawyer. Uh, see, like those kind of examples, and those have been popping up a lot recently. And uh, what they do is essentially blur the line between good and evil, where they have the protagonist and the villain less of a bad and good, and more of a evil and less evil. You know. But the only way this works, or the only reason it works, is because the protagonist or anti-heroes are charismatic or have some kind of positive trait that makes the viewers like them. They're likable, essentially. And then you just kind of forget the evil they do, right? You kind of root for them because you like them. You kind of see their point, but still not really. But you root for them, and that's why you like them. And that's why they're not just bad guys versus bad guys, because that would be boring. Actually, that sounds interesting, but that's besides the point. So what this really tells us is that it speaks to how humans kind of ignore your problems as long as you act good, right? As long as you have a good personality, we could forget that kind of stuff. Uh, kind of reminds me of how maybe if Kim Jong Un posted YouTube videos, like daily vlogs, like day in life, like, hey guys, I'm vlogging, people would like him more. Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe world leaders should post daily YouTube vlogs like Logan Paul. You know, maybe. I can't even imagine that. Imagine Kim Jong Un at it's just vlogging, like, "Hey guys, what's up? It's my daily vlog." Anyways, that's just not the point. Um, so yeah, that is a common trend I've been seeing, and I'm not saying it's bad necessarily. I'm just saying it has been a little bit oversaturated. Kind of gets annoying with all these anti-hero protagonists, but it is evolving from the typical good guy bad guy, which is good. So essentially, basically, I like it. I like it. It's nice. So yeah, that's a common trend I've been seeing, and that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe.